Bow wow wow, hippie yo, hippie yay. Where my... Does he say dogs or girls? Yeah, you'll stop with the musical references, ne? Hey guys, if you're new to my channel, I am a hair YouTuber, mostly hair. I do makeup, occasional trips to the nail bar, and today I'm just getting ready. You're gonna talk with me, you're gonna rant with me, we're gonna get upset. 50,000, okay, that's what it is. I'm gonna be installing my hair, doing my makeup while I talk a lot. That's what I do. If you want to see how I made this wig and all of that, it's actually a pretty old wig. I just revived it, right? So if you want to see how I did that, I'm gonna link the videos up ahead. So I got scammed on AliExpress. So basically what happened was I went on to AliExpress. I'm actually trying to remember. I suck. Like, my memory is pretty bad. On the 23rd, so on the 23rd of July 2019, I ordered a frontal from this store on AliExpress. I'm gonna tell you guys the name at the end, I think. I don't know, I'll see how I feel. And I ordered just a frontal because I already had bundles here at home, and it came through on the 29th. When it came through on the 29th, it got here and the frontal was bald. Like, you know when hair has like bald patches, almost like when you've worn hair for a little while and then the frontal just basically runs out, which happens with frontals because the hair, it's so thinned out in the front that it eventually starts having like bald patches. So that's what it looked like. And then I texted the store, and I was like, hi, how are you? Thank you, I received my hair. However, there's a problem. The frontal is bald. And the lady's like, oh really? I'm like, yeah. And then I sent her pictures of like the bald frontal. Okay, cool. So Ubabes replies. Ubabes is obviously the person in charge of the account on AliExpress who's like replying. She replies and she's like, hey dear, yeah, no, sorry, no problem, you can exchange it or you can get a refund. What would you like to do? So I'm like, I'd like to get a full refund or exchange the frontal. Preferably exchange the frontal because obviously I want to use it. So I mean, I have no use for a refund if I bought a frontal and I wanted to use it. You get what I'm saying? So I asked her for a full refund. And then she replies and she's like to me, okay, yeah, sure, no problem. How about we pay you $12 right now? How about we pay you $12 right now? And at that point I'm like, nah sis, I didn't pay $12 for this frontal. I paid in dollars. How much is a frontal? I know it was like 700 and something rand in rands. So you do the conversion. At the time, the rate to the dollar was 15 rand. Calculate there. Anyway, so I'm like to her, nah babes, that's not gonna work for me because I want a full frontal or I want a full refund. What am I gonna do with $12? Am I gonna buy sweets? Like, what must I do with that? So I was like to her, can I get a full refund because there's nothing I can do with $12, or can I get another frontal because that's the whole point. I need a frontal, you know. She's like, okay, if you want to return the frontal, she gives me the whole policy situation thing. I need to go to DHL and resend the frontal. You know, I think that was the first red flag. I should have been like, cling cling, somewhere right there, you know what I'm saying? But I think I was just too excited. And the thing is, I've bought from the store before. Can you imagine? It felt like betrayal, guys. You know when you just buy at this one place and then one time they give you horrible service and everybody's been telling you and warning you about the horrible service that they give? Child. Okay, so she gives me a whole policy thing, and then I realized that, okay, I'm gonna have to send this via DHL back to them. That was when I started having a problem. Now I started having a problem because I started thinking about this thing like, okay, what if they don't like actually ship me back the frontal? And also, why am I paying for shipping? So my first question to her is, how babes, why am I being charged for shipping? Because I don't understand. The fault is on your end. I'm gonna pay for shipping, and what guarantee do I even have that you're actually gonna send this stuff through? She's like, oh no baby, you're a regular customer, don't worry, we're gonna pay you back your shipping fee and your frontal as soon as the frontal arrives here. I was like, I don't know. Then she's like to me, yeah, we'll, as soon as we get it. Oh, this is black. Yeah, as soon as we get it, you get your money back. We've been on AliExpress for more than 5 years. How, Miguel? I don't ask if you've been on AliExpress for 5 years, and I'm not debating your credibility or your reliability, which eventually you ended up showing me that it ain't shit. Anyway, you know, but like what I'm saying is, I'm a customer. I don't care how long you've been on this app for. I am saying I'm not sure if I'm gonna get my stuff back. What guarantee can you give me that I'm actually gonna get my stuff back? Oh, so now I'm out here being skeptical, like, nah, this doesn't sound right. I mean, why are you telling me about your credibility and all of these things, bruh? All I want is a frontal, you know what I'm saying? So like I kept quiet. I mized for like a few days, and I was like, you know what, let me think about this properly and see whether or not I'm gonna do this. But I mean, it's no use for me to also stay here with a frontal that I'm not going to be using. But at the same time, imagine if I spend money, like spending more money. You spending my own money already just gives me such a headache. Like, now I'm gonna spend my own money again to send you stuff that I might or might not get. Babes, like, anyway. So I kept quiet a bit because I think, like, I was just thinking things through, and you know, things were going on in my head. Like, I was just thinking, okay, should I not, blah blah blah. She texts me back. She's like, okay, when you send it through, here's the information you should write on the package. Make sure you put this because customs is a problem and they might just stop you or stop your package your package from arriving. I go to DHL, guys. They tell me shipping to China is 700 rand. I was like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. It was too much. But at the same time, I'm already there. I have the hair. I need hair. Like, something needs to happen. Something needs to pop. And then I think on the day I found out about the price, I was like, babes, no, I need some time to think about this. Let me just give it a second. Let me see if I want to do this or not. So I actually didn't reply to her. I didn't go, oh, I went, and then I didn't reply to her because I was still considering it. So I chilled a bit. And then she replied a few days later. She's like, hey, have you sent the hair? I was like, you know what? At that point, I had already decided that I actually am going to send the hair. So I replied and I was like, hey, no, I'm going to send it first thing tomorrow morning. Okay, so then Miguel is like, okay, once we receive the package, we'll let you know that it's processed, and then we'll ship it back to you, right? I'm going to be using this NYX Born to Glow concealer. I've never used it before, so should be interesting. 10 days pass by and babes is quiet. So I sent her a message. I'm like, hey, have you gotten the hair? She's like to me, no, not yet. The guys at DHL said that it would take 7 days to get to the place. So 10 days have gone by. You're telling me you haven't gotten it. Okay, cool. Customs, whatever. You know, life happens. Let's see. Let's wait and see. Using this NYX Trio Dun Dun was very popular on the gram once, so I bought it to see if I like it. Babes is like, we don't have it. I'm like, okay, that's strange because you're supposed to have it, you know what I'm saying, based on what the guys at DHL said. But okay, cool. You know what, let me know when you do get it. Another like 5 or 6 days goes by and I'm still not hearing any word from them. That's when I'm like, no guys, what's going on? She's like, no, we still haven't received it. I'm like, but on my side DHL says that it's delivered. Like, on, you know, when you track online, DHL says that you guys are supposed to have it. She's like, we'll check with our factory. I'm like, how? You replied to me and said that you don't have it. Why are you only checking with your factory now? How did you know you didn't have it? Did you not check with them first? To top that off, my DHL website thing was saying Nguti, this thing was delivered last week Monday. I think it was a Friday or something when I was texting them. Now I'm beginning to get mad because not only did you make me spend 700 to 800 on the frontal, and then you made me spend another 700 rand to ship the frontal back to you. So now I don't have the frontal. I've spent 1,400 or 1,500 rand, and you're giving me stories. This is where I started to get upset. Like, so now I start getting upset. Like, nah, something is off about this entire thing. Like, why are you not saying anything? You're telling me about checking with your factory. You're giving me stories, bro. And like, I don't want stories. You know what I'm saying? I just want my money. I want my frontal, or I just want all the money, you know, for the shipping as well as for the frontal. Because this game that you're trying to play at, I'm not trying to play with you, you know. Ooh, that nose contour though. And then, okay, so when I'm giving her the facts, like it arrived last week Tuesday, I even sent her a screenshot of like my screen showing me that it arrived. She's mising. I'm like, Aibo, why is this person keeping quiet? Nah, I'm like, hello, are you there? She's like, hey dear, we'll check again. I'm like, okay. She sends me a smiley face. And then I think a few days later, I'm like, okay, you're not saying anything again. Do you have any feedback for me? And she's like, it'll be here by midnight tomorrow. It's already there. It's already there according to DHL. It's like, okay, okay, fine. Next day, she says nothing. The next day she says nothing. I'm like, that's supposed to be today, right? Nothing. I send her another message. Nothing. I'm like, yo, bro, I come from Wakanda forever. I'ma fight you. Like, and the worst thing I think about getting scammed online is that you can't fight them because you will trash them and do whatever it is, and it will just not. It won't be a thing. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it won't be a thing. You can't do anything. You can't physically go there. You can't send no lawyers. Like, there's nothing you can actually do. And I think that's where the pain comes from, because you feel defeated. Like, where do I even start this battle? And to make it worse, the damn AliExpress policies do not help anybody. Like, I don't even know why that policy exists, because when I tried to open a dispute, it didn't count for anything. Like, I was so frustrated. A few days after, I'm like, please say something, bruh. Like, this happened in July. It was August. No, this happened in June. No, it happened in July. It was September. You're not saying anything. You're not answering my messages. At first, you were all, dear, yeah, loyal customer, yeah, 5 years AliExpress, yeah. And now, mice. No, it doesn't work like that. She came back with that social. It's like, sorry, my dear, this frontal has been used. I'm like, it has not been used. She's like, yeah, no, wait. She was like, sorry, my dear, this frontal has been used. We cannot sell it. Of course you can't sell it. That's why I sent it back to you, because it is damaged. Now you're gonna tell me it's been used. Has the lace been cut? No. What has been used about it? Like, it's got holes in. Brew. She's like, it's been used. I'm like, I've never used that frontal before. Please stop playing games with me. Give me my money. I ain't playing with you. I sent her a picture of the frontal when I had it, because I took pictures. I knew she was going to try front me like that. I took pictures before the frontal left. They really just kept quiet. They kept quiet. And then eventually they came back with that $15 shit. And that, I think, was when I realized that that's what they wanted to pay me from the beginning. This was never about returning the frontal or anything. The fact that they said that in the beginning when I told them about the frontal being bald, and the fact that they're bringing it up again now, means that was always their plan. They were always going to pay me $15. She's like, yeah, that's all we can give you for now because we can't sell it. And she's out here calling me love. And dear, this is where my problem for dear and love stems from. Do you get what I'm saying? Don't call me dear, don't call me love. You'll scam me. That's what you're going to do. You're just going to scam. And I just kept going on and on and on, and I realized that they actually were never replying to me, and I ended up, just calling them scammers and fraudsters, and here I am getting upset at people on the other end of the screen, and I'm sure they were just laughing their asses off, like, look at this child out here sending us messages, mising me, like keeping quiet. It was actually very frustrating, and they just kept keeping quiet. They didn't say anything. To this day, they haven't said anything. They actually had the audacity to send me one of those inboxes where they have like a sale or promotion or something coming up. They've sent me one of those, and I was like, the audacity, the nerve to send me a promotion when you could barely fulfill the order of refunding me my money, and instead you decided to get me to send the money back. I'm sure y'all sold that frontal back to somebody. I'm sure somebody else received that frontal. That's pretty much how I got scammed on AliExpress. I really hope my storytelling wasn't too shabby. I really tried. Speaking and doing your makeup is not necessarily the easiest thing. I suck at multitasking. But yeah, I think the scary thing about living in the world that we're living in now, and having everything online, is the fact that there actually is no guarantee that you'll actually get your stuff, and the only guarantee is somebody's word, basically, on the other end of a computer screen, and even that you're not sure of, so it's just a little bit scary. But I mean, it is what it is. This is the times we're living in. it didn't stop me from buying from AliExpress. I think right after that I saw a hair special and I still went on and I bought it. So sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, you know, you win some, you lose some. It's not always going to be rosy, but yeah, thank you guys so much for getting ready with me. Don't forget to like, comment, and if you do like my content, if you do like the videos that I'm putting out, please don't forget to subscribe. It is absolutely free. All you need to do is have a Gmail account, and then you can subscribe to everybody's channel for free of charge. I realize a lot of people don't actually know that, so I'm giving you the information for free so you can start with my channel. So you guys stay blessed and thank you for watching my video. Ciao.